come on me, except his old guitar and an empty bottle of booze. Now I don't blame him cause he run and hid, but the meanest thing that he ever did was before he left to went and named me Sue. Well, he must have thought that it was quite a joke, and it got a lot of laughs from lots of folks. Seems I had to fight my whole life through. Some gal would giggle and I'd get red, and some guy'd laugh and I'd bust his head. I tell you, life ain't easy for a boy named Sue. Well, I grew up quick and I grew up mean. My fists got hard, my wits got keen. Roamed from town to time to hide my shame. But I made me a vow to the moon and stars, I'd search the honky-tonks and bars and kill that man that gave me that awful name. Well, it was Gatlinburg in mid-July, and I just hit town, my throat was dry. Thought I'd stop and have myself a brew at an old saloon on a street of mud. There at a table, dealing studs, sat the dirty, mangy dog that named me Sue. Well, I knew that snake was my dear old dad from a worn-out picture my mother had, and I knew that scar on his cheek, his evil eye. He was big and bent and old, gray and old, and I looked at him and my blood ran cold, and I said, "My name is Sue. How do you do? Now are you gonna die?" Well, I hit him hard right between the eyes, and he went down, but to my surprise, came up with a knife, cut off a piece of my ear. But I busted a chair right across the teeth, and we crashed through the wall and into the street, kicking and a gouging in the mud and the blood of the beer. I tell you, I fought tougher men, but I really can't remember when. He kicked like a mule and he bit like a crocodile. I heard him laugh and then I heard him cuss, and he went for his gun, but I pulled mine first. He sit there looking at me and I saw him smile. He said, "Son, this world is rough, and if a man's gonna make it, he's gotta be tough. And I know I wouldn't be there to help you along. So I give you that name and I say goodbye. I knew you'd have to get tough or die. It's that name that helped to make you strong." He said, "Now you just fought one hell of a fight, and I know you hate me, and you got the right to kill me, and I wouldn't blame you if you do. But you ought to thank me before I die for the gravel in your guts and the spit in your eye, cause I'm the son of a bitch that named you Sue." Yeah, what could I do? I got all choked up and threw down my gun, called him my paw, and he called me his son. I've come away with a different point of view, and I think about him now and then, every time I try and every time I win. And if I ever have a son, I think I'm gonna name him Bill or George or Frank, any damn thing but Sue. I still hate that name. That was A Boy Named Sue, written by Shel Silverstein, the wonderful poet who I love, but of course made famous by Johnny Cash. Specifically made famous in a performance he recorded live at San Quentin State Prison. Seems appropriate for so many Johnny Cash songs. I played that straight from the charts of the MorristownUkeJam, and I played it actually as or for a request from a friend of the MorristownUkeJam in Scotland. I guess Johnny Cash has fans in Scotland, as well as the rest of the world. But like I said, I played it straight from the charts of the MorristownUkeJam. So you can take the link in the video description, download the free ukulele song sheet, grab your ukulele, and you can play right along with this video. And if you'll be anywhere near Morristown, New Jersey, then come out and play with us. Now, in just a moment, I'm going to do a very brief tutorial on what I just played. Very brief because there isn't much. It's highly repetitive and it's an easy song. But yeah, I'll do a tutorial and then I'll do a close-up, slow-motion play-along that you might find helpful. But right now, hey, if you like the video, please like the video with a thumbs up. If you want lots more, subscribe to our YouTube channel. And if you want hundreds more free downloadable ukulele song sheets, each one with a link to its own free video tutorial and play-along, then check out our Dropbox and then come and play with us. Okay, The strum on this was pretty darn basic. It's a backbeat strum, meaning the emphasis is on the second and fourth down. So like that. I only generally did one pause. Sometimes I did down, 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 up, down, up. Sometimes I did down, down, up, down, up, down, up. Truth is, you could just do downs if you wanted to. I like the continuity of this, but that was pretty much the strum throughout the whole thing. And the C, most of the song is on a C. And instead of just doing a straight open C, I think, every time I formed a C, I used a second position C, which means that I had basically a B flat shape up on the 3rd fret, and I altered between that and picking up my ring finger, which is actually also a C chord. It's kind of an alternate C chord. So I did, and at first I started with a pluck strum. I tried to do that, but I never really could do it fluently enough that it didn't feel like work. So I stopped doing the pluck, and I just tried to hit the low strings. If you can hear, I don't do it very well, but I tried to hit just the low ones, so that on that first point, you know, you got the up and down part of the C. And that was pretty much it. I did the C like that, and then the F. I slide down to the F. Your index finger is almost in the right place. That is to say, it's at least on the right string when you do that. If you pick it up onto the second string, second from the floor, you can just slide it down, and at least your index finger is kind of on the right place, the right string. Anyway, to that F. And then for a G, I pick them all up and drop them in a different place. Oh well. And then slide back up to that C. That's it. That's the whole song. That's the entire song. Okay, I'm just going to play the first 2 verses, slow motion, close up, on my chord change in hand, so you can play along with me in slow motion if you like. Here goes. From the intro. Here goes. Here comes. Well, my daddy left home when I was 3, and he didn't leave much to ma and me, except this old guitar and an empty bottle of booze. Now I don't blame him, 'cause he run and hid, but the meanest thing that he ever did was before he left, he went and named me Sue. I'm gonna do 2 more. Well, he must have thought that it was quite a joke, and it got a lot of laughs from lots of folks. Seems I had to fight my whole life through. Some guy would giggle and I'd get red. Some guy'd laugh and I'd bust his head. I tell ya, life ain't easy for a boy named Sue. That's it. See you Wednesday. Bye.